This was our first time camping in Lake Louise, and we drove about 5 hours from Edmonton to get there. We booked the Soft-Sided Campground because for our first trip, I wanted something that still had actual bathrooms, showers, and a cooking shelter, basically camping with a little bit of comfort. Booking the campsite was probably the hardest part. I started looking about 2 months ahead of time, and everything was fully booked. We had to turn on cancellation notifications and basically just kept checking our emails. We finally got lucky with this site. I believe it was I-6 at the soft side of Lake Louise campgrounds. It was $96.50 for the 2 nights, but because a fire ban went into effect a few days before our trip, they refunded the fire permit portion. I think that was like $34. Check-in was at 2 p.m., so once we got there, it was time to tackle the tents. The instructions said this was supposed to take 15 minutes, but for some reason it took us an hour and a half. This was our home for the weekend. Loved the little hammock our friends brought. We were in love with everything once we finally got it all set up. This is the inside of our tent. We had a little air mattress. It was so comfy, and our tent was really cute. You're able to take off the little top part and you can see through. There's my husband. We started barbecuing as soon as everybody got everything set up. Not really barbecue, actually. Just cooked. Well, not me. I didn't cook. My friends did. But it was so good. Our friends brought marinated meats over from Vancouver. They stored it in dry ice in a cooler. It's supposed to be good for 5 days. The meat was bomb. Everything was pre-marinated, which made it super easy. Then we ended the day with s'mores. Day 2 started off with the cutest sight of this little squirrel drinking from the water fountain. We started our morning pretty chill, woke up, had breakfast at the campsite, and spent the morning just walking around and exploring a bit before heading out for the day. This little area includes the bathroom and a cooking shelter. In front of the cooking shelter you can see some food lockers, protect seared things from bears, but we chose to keep our coolers in the car overnight. The space was nice, but we opted to cook at our campsite.
What do? You put the wood in there? You put firewood, like start a fire, you close it, and then the top has it opens up. Oh, the top? And then you put like the wood like under it. And the food there? And you cook here on the stove. Oh, that's crazy. So we can get a pan. The first man-made stove. Bro, we were trying to say if they let us use it, I'm gonna stir the shawarma stuff.
I was actually quite impressed with the cleanliness of the bathrooms, toilet paper stocked, all of that. Also, they had an electrified bear fence, and that's why I chose this specific site. I'm real scared of bears, so. Bow River was just a 10-minute walk from our campsite. We got back from our walk and started making lunch.
Y'all only recording when it looks bad, I'm just kidding. All the ones? The image. I get in like a big old
First time camping with the bae. I was not gonna let these mosquitoes get me. So I got a mosquito jacket. I got mosquito jackets for all the homies. Camping, me and the SAR. Our friends brought this really cool thing. I don't know what it's called. I just called it a mosquito gazebo. Loved it. The jacket was not enough. It's August 9th and it's our last day camping. It's 7 in the morning and it's like 10 degrees. It's real cold. So sad to be leaving. Overall, I'd give this camping trip a 10 out of 10. I'd definitely do Lake Louise again, but I also heard Two Jack Lake in the area is really nice, so I'd like to check that out for our next camping trip. We turned our trip back to Edmonton into a long scenic road trip with a bunch of stops, so that'll probably be my next vlog. Thanks for watching.